Thanks for joining me at Jason's Lab. So today I'm going to show you how to use an access point, and I got a free, what is this thing? It's a Luxol XAP-A10. It's old, but it was given to me. The recycling pile, yes. So today's video, I'm going to show you how to VLAN tag it and create a couple SSIDs. So that way you could start learning to use stuff like IoTs or for like a private guest network. Pretty easy to do, but I thought I'd show it to you because I got a couple requests through YouTube how to do this. So first thing we need to do is, I've got it factory reset already, but now I need to go back into Untangle to show what IP address it has. I think we should be able to see it in Untangle, but if not, we'll just have to look at the factory default IP address of, on the screen here it says, it was 192, of course, 168.0.10. So first, let's see if we can get to it in Untangle. And last time we set the Untangle to a different subnet, so of course Bing's going to do that. 192.168.8.1, and put in our password. Tell Bitwarden to stop asking me. I don't know how many times I have to tell it to do that, but whatever. So let's go to config, network, DHCP server. Ah, there it is right there. Let me just see if we could ping that, because that was a test IP, but I don't think it's at that. No. That's what the MAC address right here was when I was plugging it in and testing to make sure the access point still worked. So what I'm going to do first before we actually log into the access point is let's create a static IP for it, so that way when it does reboot we know what it is. So we'll go at this XAP access point, so we know what it is later on. Oh, if I could spell properly today too, it'd be great. Fingers are not working. I need some coffee. Got a cup of coffee here. Okay, so let's save that. We're gonna have to change our network connection because the access point isn't there. So Ethernet, change, and we're on this one. Let's change this to the test, or the default 192.168.0. We'll go 20. I bet you this access point is sitting at there. 0.10. No, it's not. Ping 192.168.0.10. There it is. Nah. Okay, so let's log into the, we already know where I'm on that. 192.168.0.10. Admin, and nothing. ADMIN. Never. Let's change the password. That's what happens when you're in IT. You know all these things. Okay. Never. Just stop asking me. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to tell the network, this wireless access point, to be it's online, it's being used. Let's go back to quick setup. We'll just change this to GHCP, and then we'll go save, and we want to go yes, because we're going to be using the reservation we put into Untangle, and we'll reboot it. We'll wait 20 seconds. As that time changes, we'll go back to here and change our network adapter. Here. Let's go back into the portal. Oh, portal's back, obviously. As we're waiting there, we'll also go into the switch, 192.168.0.10. 8.2 because I always put my switches and access points right at the beginning. Okay, we're at, whoa, the interface changed. I just updated the firmware on this and it didn't refresh the last time I was in here. Oh, just a little bit. Help us improve. Nah, go away. Is our access point back? Ping 192.168.8.3. Yep, it's back up too. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is log into the access point now, 192.168.8.3. Since it's back, we need to set up some wireless SSID. So right now I'm going to go, the first one you see on this page is main, but I'm going to set up two more. So last time we were in the video, we created two subnets. So we'll go config, network, and we created the IoT and the camera network. So I'm going to create 3 SSIDs for this, and then we'll try that and show you guys here. There's no rules, so it's just going to be wide open, but that's another video. I'm going to show you how to do video rules and locking down and stuff like that. So we have 3 SSIDs. Well, I'm going to create main lab, IoT lab, and camera network lab, or lab whatever, just so we can identify them from my other network here in the house. So let's go lab-main. And we'll go like this and go lab. Okay, I'm back. My battery died. Wasn't paying attention. Haven't charged this in a couple days. But, so, the last time we were working on VLANs, we created, over here on the screen we have, the default one is 1, the IoT is 10, and the camera network is 20, kept it simple. And then our subnets is 10, 20, and 8. So, in the access point here, we're going to create, first we have to create the wireless SSID so we can change these. So let's go settings, profiles. We're going to create another SSID. We're going to call this control VBS Jason's Lab. Well, that's the password. We'll keep it all the same. Let's just go notepad so I can write it down. So we'll call this one, actually I gotta go back, what did I call the main one? Quick setup, lab main. So let's call this copy wireless settings. Come on, profiles 2.4, new. We'll call this one lab IoT, and then we'll give it the same password here, and we'll do this. We'll turn on isolation because we always want that, and then we'll go OK, apply. And then we'll go create another one. We'll call this lab camera network, and we'll give it the same password. We'll turn on client isolation, and then we'll apply. So now we've created the 3 SSIDs that we need. Okay. Now we just got to go back to settings, then to VLANs, and we have to enable them. Easy to do. So it's saying here for the 2.4 gigahertz lab main is on 1, so that's going to give us the 192.168.8 network. So now we want to go IoT is 10 and the camera network is 20. So then we'll go like this and we'll go save. And then we're going to click reboot. So as it's rebooting, what we have to do is we have to go to the right switch on the switch. So I have this access point plugged into port 5. So on port 5 here, we need to tell it to be tagged for all 3 of them. So port 5, we have to go tag. VLAN 10, we have to tag that so we can send tagged traffic over it. And then we have to do the same thing for 20. So we have to go tag. And then we apply that. So now all the traffic that goes across that will be tagged. So if we connect to the right VLAN, we'll get the right subnet. I don't know how long it's going to take for that to reboot, but let's just see. Do we see it down here is the other key. we want to go, yeah, they're all there. So to show us that this works, we should be able to go to let's see, we want to go to, let's go wireless lab. Oh no, that's the default one. So let's go, this hasn't shown the other one yet. Lab IoT. So if we connect to this, I'm going to pull out the Ethernet cable so we're not connected to the default. And we paste this. We definitely don't want other devices to find us on the network. And it's connected. Now, if we do an ipconfig, we get the right network address right there. So I believe I set up security, so I don't think I can get to this Untangle firewall here. 192.168.10.1. No, I have a rule in place that allows me not to do that, but that's another video. So let's go back to, let's try the other network to show that it works. Because remember last time we plugged into each port and that did that for VLAN tagging, but this we want to tag all the traffic that goes across that so that we can have different SSIDs. So let's go to camera network. Let's connect to that one. Put in the same password because it's just a test lab. Next. No. There we go. So now we're on that network. Let's do ipconfig. Now we have a 20 address. Pretty simple. I mean, there's lots more other things we could do to start doing security and stuff like that. But I'll give you a little sneak image of what I'm doing next video here. So let's go like this. Turn off the Wi-Fi. We don't need it on. We've already tested. That works. Let's plug this back in. Take a bite of my cookie. We're back online. So let's go back into Untangle to our firewall here. The switch has already been done, so we can log off of that. The access point is still here. Let's go back to it. Yep, it's all still there. Now, in Untangle, I created a rule, and you can probably see it right under apps. No, that was under config, administration. If you look down here, I created a rule that only the 8 subnet can get to the web GUI. But that's another video. I'm not going to go too far here because I don't want to spoil my next video. I got a video coming out for securing Untangle when you're on another network. But what I do want to show you is, say you have all these IoT devices on there, like your Wi-Fi Philips bulbs and stuff like that. For a prime example, you need to give them DNS and you don't want to filter any of this. You can give them just a basic DNS by going to config, network, the IoT network. We click this, click the little pencil, and underneath here, we'll give them a DNS override. So if we do that, we can give them Google's DNS 8.8.8.8 and apply that. That means that every time that something connects to that network, it's going to get the DNS from Google. Now, sometimes people will use certain DNS filters and stuff like that on their computers to filter that. Sometimes a Hue light bulb or any other IoT devices don't like that. They just want to see a raw connection with nothing filtering it, and that would be a perfect example why you want to do that. So, I'm going to wrap the video up here. Sorry if I rambled on. Need coffee. That's done. And this was just a video to show you how you could take a piece of crap free out of the recycling bin access point, and you can apply what I just did to your own access point, and many of them work the exact same way. They're just different GUIs. You'll figure that out. If you have a question, send me a video. But this was just to show you that how to do tagging on the switch and get your network isolated. A couple other videos I'm going to be working on where I'm going to isolate and I'm going to show rules how they can just go out and not talk between networks. But that's another video. So for today, that's enough, and hope you guys have a great day. Talk to you later.